All right, part two. Here we go. Part two, Ken Brinkman. Let's get into it.
You're telling me that you came up here just to meet him after all this conversation with him about sexually explicit things, about oral sex, in his mouth, coming in somebody's mouth.
I didn't talk to him about in his mouth.
Why did you come to see him?
I came here to meet and to chat
Meet
with him.
and chat with
That was
them.
it.
Ken's getting annoyed having to keep repeating that. Like, it's clearly they don't believe him, but Ken is going to stick to this, and he's going to see it through until the very end, that he was just coming to meet and chat with them. How many times has he said this already to this point? I was just here to meet and chat with them. Just shut up. First of all, why would you want to meet a 14-year-old kid? You don't have anything in common. Fucking Ken Brinkman, man. What a fucking clown.
Why didn't you just chat with him online?
I was.
Why did you come up here to chat with
Because
him?
he asked me to.
Yeah, 14-year-olds are calling the shots. He came because you can't come virtually. You can't do it, so that's why he came.
In fact, there was even a conversation where he said something about coming up or something. I says, well, I don't even remember you asking me to come, Rocky. And he says, oh, yeah, I did. And I says, well, I don't remember that.
And you bring condoms, and you have talk like this in condoms, what do you think a jury's going to think? Do you think a jury's going to believe your story?
Just I'm laughing at the thing in the background. You think a jury's gonna believe your story? Yeah, they come up with these half-assed excuses and half-assed stories, and yeah, they never think, oh yeah, the people that I need to really convince. You don't need to really convince the interrogator, but you need to convince a judge, a jury. Those stories definitely aren't going to do it. Except JPW's story. I don't know how JPW's story didn't convince people.
About something sexual tonight between him and I. It came from him, and I says, hey, I'm coming to meet and chat.
Meet and chat.
And I asked him several times if he was a cop, and he said no.
Why was you worried if he was a cop?
Well, because of the age. I mean, in the situation I'm in right now, I mean, I did nothing with the kid.
Yeah, that's the John Dupay excuse right there. I mean, I never had sex with her. I never was going to do this. I didn't have sex with her. As what the academic predator said. Inderjeet Singh said the same thing, right? You have to catch me having sex before you can put me in front of the law. He's a lawyer. He's not a lawyer, but he's really into academics.
I think he had plans on coming up here and doing something with the kid.
I'm
Okay?
sure
Do you understand
do.
why I feel that way?
Oh, yeah, I'm sure you do. But I'm telling you that I didn't. I don't have the intentions of doing that with anybody that I meet online. I don't care if they're 40.
So Ken is just saying that, obviously. I don't think he actually really... Oh, shit. Come on.
After you drove around several times.
I don't think Ken really believes that, and that, oh yeah, I wouldn't do that to somebody, even if they were 40. I don't think that's true. I think he would definitely do it. But he's just trying to say whatever he thinks is the best thing to say right now. The best thing to say right now is nothing. Why are you talking? I don't get it. Like, I'm so glad that they do, because this is great shit right here. But, yeah, I don't understand why they think that they can talk themselves out of it, though. Fucking Ken with his stupid fucking glasses. Fuck out of here.
8:51 tonight. Okay? 8:52 last night, I'm sorry. So are you horny? That's you. Asking this. Yep. Jungle Mania, laugh out loud. Jungle Mania, good man.
Does that mean yes?
See, and you care about whether a 14-year-old is horny. Oh, I was just coming to meet and chat with them. You know how it goes.
No, it's two different lines. My point is,
And Ken is trying so hard to remember every single line of that chat log. And just trying to go back in his mind to recall everything. That's why he's like, that was all in one line? And then this cop's like, that doesn't even matter if it's one line enough. The cop's like, no, it's two separate lines, you fucking idiot.
talking about sex online to this person that's 14.
I'm not denying
I
it.
know you're not. And why you're
Son of a
denying it, you came
bitch.
up.
Alright, hopefully all the distractions are over now. This is already going to be taking me over an hour. I got people on the phone calling. Jesus Christ. Alright, here we go.
None in your billfold,
No.
Billfold.
none anywhere. And you'll give us a consent to
wallet.
search your vehicle?
Sure.
Because that's what we're going to do.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
fine.
Do you have any explicit images of any children in your car or at work or at home?
No.
Do you have a home telephone number?
No.
No, sir. Is that your cell phone there? Is that the only phone you have?
Yeah.
Camera's got to get a different shot.
Probably a few pictures of the people have sent me, but I mean, I don't know. I can't tell you that they're what it is.
I love this guy right here. He's just frantically trying to search through all the chat log pages to find more damning evidence against this guy. He's like quickly reading through the whole thing. He's like the sidekick for this guy. this guy is the real MVP here because he's doing all the legwork here. This guy just gets to yell at Ken Brinkman. Oh man, this guy is trying to work so hard to try and find the right lines here.
You want to judge that?
Do you care what the ages are?
I love that. You just hand some pieces of paper. Read that. Oh, I love that. He just casually hands it over to him, and without little effort,
Of course I can.
you know, without interrupting the conversation or anything, gets him to look at the what to read right there.
We have never exchanged explicit pictures.
Lots of laughs, is that what LO means?
I mean, that's Rocky and I never ever exchanged any type of nude pictures or nothing.
I'll read you some more chat,
You guess.
okay?
Oh boy.
Oh boy. So what you doing, Jungle Mania? Just cleaning the living room, and what are you doing? Oh boy. Nothing at all, really. Jungle Mania, cool. Oh boy. Yeah, about as cool as cleaning. Jungle Mania. So do you have a nice
Yeah, but what were we talking about prior to that?
Cleaning.
No, I mean,
It doesn't matter what you're talking about prior to it. You're asking him something sexually explicit. Correct?
right.
Okay.
Oh man, so in Ken's mind, it's okay for him to say that as long as you talk about cleaning beforehand. And this cop fucking yells at him, man. He's had enough of this fucking guy right here. This guy's a little twerp, little shithead. He's trying to paint himself in the best picture possible. This is denials and arrogance are clearly ticking this guy off right here. And he is just gonna let it all out. He's gonna let him have it. Fucking kill him. He's gonna fucking kill him.
Right, like your parents are going.
But that, he was in that chat.
Yeah.
Does that make it okay if you know it's a 14-year-old kid and you're asking him how big his is or how nice his is?
I did not realize that it was.
You didn't know it was wrong.
Do I need to go back to this first page on this chat when you ask how old he is?
No, he's in the chat room, you know. And
Again, it's all the
that makes
it's
it-
all the decoys' fault. It's all the kids' fault. Ken takes no accountability, no responsibility. He's just a complete scumbag, man.
Okay.
talk is talk. I mean, hell, they do it in high
Hell,
school.
they do it in high school.
You know?
Yeah, they
I'm
do
not-
it. They do it with each other. It's not like there's a 40-year-old, 40-year-old random guy who shows up and they all flood to him to have talk, to, that sexual talk that they do in high school. What a fucking scumbag.
It okay?
No, it's
You're
not.
how old, Ken?
You're right. It's not.
Okay.
It's not.
How old is he?
And when I was
44, I
his
think.
age, I wouldn't even be talking about it.
Exactly. Do you have any children?
No.
Thank God.
If you did have a child, how would you feel if they got online and was talking to somebody like this as a parent?
Well, as a parent, my kids wouldn't be online. Period. And I mean, I've got nieces and nephews that are, teenagers. And, you know, I'm constantly telling their moms, hey,
Why do you tell them that?
well, because I'm in the chat rooms, I know what goes on in those chat rooms.
They don't want to. He doesn't want to have to run in. They don't want to run in. It's like a two-way relationship. He doesn't want to run into them, and they don't want to run into their creepy Uncle Ken.
But it doesn't matter that you're chatting with somebody that's 14 years old.
Well, I think the intentions were different. I mean, I know what my intentions are.
So do I.
Well,
Okay? It's pretty obvious, Ken.
no, it's not.
Yes,
Not
it
to
is.
me. I know what I am.
What is that?
And what is that?
I'm a man with a good heart. The kid was lonely, bored, and that's all it was.
So that's why you asked him how big his penis was.
Oh man, that's what I'm saying. Ken, the entire time, Ken is just trying to make himself come out to be the best version possible. And it's like he doesn't realize all the things that he said. They read some back to him, but he still doesn't get it. And this cop is just this cop is annoyed, obviously, but I think he's having a good time. Completely fucking over this guy right here, just trolling him. I'm a man with a good heart, so that's why you asked him how big his penis was. That's fucking great. Oh,
Nothing to do with.
That's all part of this chat.
Well, we've been chatting for how long?
It doesn't matter.
it doesn't matter. Ken's like wants to get out on a technicality so bad. Well, you know, he goes up to the judge or whatever. It says, "Oh, I mean, we only talked for a few days. You know, I didn't call him. He called me. You know, I didn't bring him beer, even though he said he wanted some. I'm a good guy. Like, can't you just find it in your heart?" But no, that's not how it works, Ken. But unfortunately, he didn't get a long sentence or anything. That's kind of just the way it was in Ohio. They didn't get tough sentences. Just unfortunate because he's probably one of the guys. There were a lot of guys in Ohio that deserved it. He's one of them. So fuck. Then he basically got a slap on the wrist. You know, fuck that.
Most of this chat is from tonight.
There was chat earlier. I mean, a week ago, the middle of last
Yeah,
week.
the chat is from
chatted.
the chat is from tonight. So that's should show a little bit more about Ken's intentions. Oh yeah, well, you know, we had a lot of this chat, all this sexual chat tonight, and then I come in the middle of the night. What a fucking loser.
Like 2 or 3 different times.
And each time you talk about sexually explicit things.
Not the whole time, but yeah.
I didn't say the whole time. I said
Yeah.
each time. Okay?
And, you know,
Is it right?
I guess the way that he carried himself, you would assume that on my end that
Bearing in mind he's 14 years old.
right, but I'm saying the way that he came in and was chatting, whether it's right or wrong, I mean, you know.
Bearing in mind
You
that
know.
he's 14 years old, it made it all right for you to ask him those questions.
No, but some of them I was answering these questions. I guess I could have been reason to say it's none of your business.
But when you ask him his penis size,
Yeah, and he's just shaking his head. He doesn't know what to say. He's just a man with a good heart, though.
Oh, that's right. You're just coming up here just to chat, right?
To meet him in chat, yes.
I'm going to be honest with you, and again, I don't believe your story. You're not being truthful with me.
I love that though, how they just say straight to their face that they're full of shit. I fucking love that. As opposed to like the Kentucky ones where, you know, Dudinsky with Justin McFetrich, I'm just gonna say. He's the whole time he's kind of like still acting like his friend the entire time. Like, hey, you know, even after, you know, it's obvious within the first 2 minutes that Justin is lying, but it still goes along with it and has a long ass conversation at the end, shakes his hand and everything. These cops right here obviously are letting it known, they're not hiding it at all, that they fucking hate all of these people and that they're gonna let them know that, right? It's an interesting contrast, and that's it's pretty interesting.
Your body language tells me that. I'm an investigator.
I've been 100% truthful with you on what my intentions were for tonight. That's just the way it is. And I'm sorry that you don't believe that, but I'm not like some of the other people you may pick up on here. That's just not me.
Well, let me tell you how similar.
Ken, you're probably worse. You're probably worse, Ken.
In your conversation is with other people on the internet chatting with kids that are this age. It's very similar. Okay? It's very similar. You're the 9th person tonight that we've arrested for this.
9 people in one night. That's insane, man. I mean, I know that there was things. Riverside, they got a lot more guys than that, but I mean, this is a small Ohio town, man. They're not equipped to handle 9 different people in one night, 9 different interrogations in one night. You know, they not equipped to handle that. It's a busy night at the station, man.
When I meet people my age, they think, now, I'm just giving you an example.
This
Someone's
is not
phone's ringing.
someone your age.
I know, but when I do meet people my age, they think that
Whose phone's ringing?
I'm going to do anything with them, and that's just not me.
So you ask somebody repeatedly, are you horny? And then you just show up at their house and just say, I just want to talk.
That was just in conversation. That was not even.
You see, Ken's big
When we-
defense.
Yeah.
Ken's big defense now is that it's just talking. It's the Jeff Stacy defense. It's talking. The internet and real life are 2 different things. That's his defense right now. And so after saying, he's a good man with a good heart, just a beat and chat, now he's really just trying to backtrack on all this chat that he's had. It's not gonna work.
I ask you, if you're horny, what does that mean to you?
He's in a
If I ask you if you're horny, what does that mean to you?
to me, it's an everyday
He
thing.
brushes it off. It's an everyday thing for me. What's the everyday thing? You being horny or people asking you that? What's the everyday thing there? Ken just brushes it off. I don't know, man.
If he was horny, and you say, I wish you lived closer.
Correct.
Why?
Only because he was an hour away. During the whole conversation, I mean, you're looking at those 2 lines.
No, I'm
No.
looking at more than 2 lines.
Way
Well,
more.
I'm just saying though.
All we're
through the-
doing is picking out certain excerpts from this.
Right. And trying
about
to-
your
Okay,
conversation.
so now Ken's saying it's taken all out of context. Oh man, it's like Ken doesn't think that they haven't read the whole thing already, right? They've read the whole thing already. Now they're just picking out certain lines. But Ken's like, oh, yeah, I mean, you're just fishing for different lines to make me look bad, man. If you look deeper in there, you can see that I'm an upstanding citizen.
Shows that you had sexually explicit conversation with him.
I did, and I won't deny that. But that doesn't mean that I came here to have sex with him. That's my point, is that it doesn't mean.
If the opportunity would have arose, you wouldn't have taken it.
Absolutely.
Nope. Not in a heartbeat. I just don't do it.
Not too many people drive an hour at midnight. Just to talk, do they?
What time was you originally supposed to be on?
Yeah, I know, seriously. Ken makes the drive. It's like 1 a.m. or something at this point. And he's just like, oh yeah, I always just come and meet and chat with people at 1 o'clock in the morning. It's fucking ridiculous. He knows that it's ridiculous, but he has to stick to that story at this point anyway. He's in too deep.
I think it was 11:30. Because it wasn't until, I wanted to say 10 o'clock, that I even agreed to do it. I think he actually called me. Well, my phone's in my car, but I think that he actually called me around 10 o'clock.
Have you ever done anything like this before?
No.
Why did you choose to come to Dark County?
That's the dumbest question.
Yeah.
It's like, oh yeah, I came to Dark County because I heard the law enforcement in this county is really shitty and I could get away with it. Like, no, that's what they're trying to figure out is like, hey, did you specifically choose to come here because you heard some things that, hey, you could get away with it here? But no, it's obviously not any reason why these guys did it. They just did it because that's where you're holding this thing. You know, he would have came if it was in fucking Dayton, Ohio or something like that. I don't know my Ohio geography, but I'm just saying he would have came no matter where the hell it was.
Did you tell anybody you were coming here other than who you came to visit?
No.
You work for a major oil company. That's what you tell everybody in your chats?
That's what I am.
Where do you work at?
Speedway. That's not really an oil company. It's a gas station. It's like he's trying to make himself sound more important than he actually is. But yeah, I mean, it's a gas station. It's not a fucking major oil company. What the fuck? It's like, would you call Sunoco a major oil company? No, you'd say it's a gas station. Come on.
I manage the audit department.
How well do you know him?
How did he even get that job?
How well do you know him?
That's nuts.
I'm just going to read you a couple more lines of this because I want you to...
It's like they've wrapped it up already. Like they've got it. It's done, basically. But this guy just wants to drive the point home. I think he just wants to get one more good singer in there. At least I hope that's what it is.
Drift where I'm coming.
I love this part too because he reads much longer than he has to read here. But I think it's pretty funny though. At the end, it's really really funny here. But yeah, he reads a lot more of this excerpt than he really needs to. He could have really just cut this in half. But
Okay. Jungle Mania. So do you a lot? Oh boy, yeah, sometimes like a river. Oh boy, do you? Jungle Mania, cool. Jungle Mania, oh yes. Oh boy, cool.
sounds ridiculous. I think, look at this guy right next to him. He's like looking back at him like, you don't have to say their screen names like that. It's a little odd. And he's just like giving him the side eye like, dude, come on, calm it down a little bit. Oh boy, Jungle Mania, cool. Oh boy, oh yes. It's like fucking ridiculous. It sounds fucking ridiculous, but it's hilarious at the same time.
Hey, would it be okay if I called you quick while I can?
That was
Jungle Mania.
Don't cut him
on
off.
the phone?
He's not
Oh,
done.
boy.
Don't cut him off.
Yeah, if that's okay with you. Oh boy, it's not. If that's not okay, oh boy, I was just wondering. Jungle Mania. Well, better wait on that, Rocky. Oh boy, okay. Jungle Mania. Sorry. Oh boy, that's cool. I was just wondering since they're asleep. Oh boy, no, it's okay. Jungle Mania, laugh out loud. Oh boy, you're still cool. Jungle Mania, they may hear you, man. Oh boy, no, they're clear at the other side of the house. Oh boy, it's a big house, laugh out loud. Jungle Mania, okay. Oh boy, plus I use a calling card to call you, so if they do come, which they won't, I'll hang up and they can go no way to know it was you. Oh boy, I can hear him coming down the stairs, so I'd hang up anyway. Oh boy, but it's up to you. Jungle Mania, sneak out for a
after him reading it for like 2 minutes, it wasn't 2 minutes, like a minute and a half or whatever. He gets to the climax right there, and it's fucking great. It is fucking great. I love it too. After he reads that final few words right there, he looks and gives like a death glare to Ken Brinkman. Watch that again here. He's like reading it right here, and then he just gives him just fucking death eyes right here.
Jungle Mania. Sneak out for a
That was a conversation not tonight.
It doesn't matter. What are you asking him to sneak out to do?
Oh, I know. I understand.
What?
Oh, it wasn't tonight though. It doesn't
I
matter.
understand where you're coming from, but you know, that was like the first chat we ever
It
had.
doesn't matter. Okay? Come on, Ken.
Seriously.
Honestly.
You're asking me why I'm here tonight, why I came up here tonight.
Why are you chatting with him?
Well,
Why are you talking about sex?
And then, oh man, he's getting more aggressive here. He like pounds the table. He's getting a lot more. He's way off the deep end at this point, man. He is beyond pissed at this point. He slams the table down. That is incredible, man. Is that the most aggression we've ever seen out of one of the cops here? It could be.
Chatting with him. Why are you talking about sexually explicit things? Why are you talking about with him?
because that's where the conversation went, which
Bet you
is
knew he
wrong.
was 14 years
Right.
old. Ball team. Who's your favorite player?
I agree.
Then tell me why that the conversation had to be the sexually explicit conversation that you had with him, rather than that about what's your favorite sport? Who's your favorite actor? How's your grades in school?
I was just following his conversation.
Yeah. Come
You're
on.
the adult.
I agree with that.
Why didn't you stop it? When it got to that point, why didn't you stop it?
Oh man, it's fucking yelling. He's going all in on this guy, man. Fucking great. Fucking deserves it too.
So you know it was wrong,
And you did it anyway.
and you did it anyway.
I guess at the
What an
time, I
ass.
didn't think I did not see it as being wrong because he was in the chat room and it was just talk.
I'd like to tell the prosecutor that you cooperated with.
What did that lead to?
But I can't do that.
That chat and that talk, what did that ultimately lead to?
Definitely led to more than what I ever anticipated. I
What
mean,
did
I
it lead to
expected-
tonight? Where are you at?
I'm right here in trouble.
On your computer,
If you would have kept the conversation to something such as sports or whatever, school, do you think that you'd be here tonight?
no nudity, no child porn.
I think, would I have met him?
Oh no.
I think so.
No.
The
Don't do it.
conversation
Fucking lock him up forever, man. Come on. You want to meet? That's fucking incredible to me that you would want to fucking just meet.
Stage
That you would want to meet. That's incredible. That's horrible, but it's incredible.
sports and not sex.
Yeah, I mean, because I was dwelling more on the fact that he was bored. He said his parents were gone for 4 days.
Did you think that was rather strange for a 14-year-old to be gone, or for his parents to be gone for 4 days and leave him at the house by himself?
You know about you were telling here today?
I didn't really find it to be strange, just simply because early on, like a week ago when we were chatting, the fact that, you know, he led me to believe
The
that
fuck?
his
There we go. Okay. I don't know what the hell's going on. What the fuck?
parents
That was
kind
weird.
of let him do what he wanted to do, you know? As far as, I mean, hell, he was online at midnight, you know, and I was like, don't you have school? Well, yeah. And he said something, one time he said something about his mom coming in and telling him to go to bed. It's like, well, you probably ought to, you know, you got school.
Do you think
to
his
do.
mom would have known about the sexually explicit conversations and would have cared?
Oh, yeah, we talked about that. He said that his parents were computer stupid.
Did that stop you from talking about those things with her?
No, I answered his question. Wherever he led it, I went, you know? and-
You never let any of
And you
them.
didn't lead any
What
of
a
it.
fucking idiot.
As far as, what do you mean by lead it?
The conversations about sex. You never brought up anything
No,
about
he was
sex.
just answering
You
what he
only
was-
answered what he asked you about sex.
Well, I think, I mean, one thing may lead to, you know.
Ken, it's a
Okay,
simple
fine.
answer.
All right, fine. Yeah, I'm sure that there, at some point.
That's right. That's it.
I
That's the
brought up
confession
something that
right
he
there.
did.
That's it. That's the confession right there. Boom. Yeah, I'm sure at some point I did. Well, okay. Thank you. Just wasted, 30 plus minutes here. But yeah, I'm glad that you got to it finally.
So by what you're saying, if his parents were home, you'd have come up here anyways, right? Because you were just going to talk to him, right?
Oh, yeah. Oh, you mean if his parents were home?
Yeah, you'd have just come up anyways because you were just going to talk, right? You weren't doing anything wrong.
I'm Rocky's friend Ken. I've been chatting with him online. I just wanted to meet him tonight.
Yeah. I mean, if you're just going to meet him tonight, how many times do you have to meet him before you had sex with him?
I guess, yeah. I would have never had sex with him. Never.
That's
Talk
John
about sneaking
Dupay right
out.
there. That's the John Dupay right there. I never would have had sex with her. I swear.
Guys,
That
all the
was
stuff
conversation online, but it's one thing when you're face to face, and the other thing is I probably would have never came and met him if his parents were here, just in protection of him. Because he kept telling me that if his dad ever found out, his dad would throw him out. That his dad was totally down on gay people. I mean, that's on gay people. That's what's in the law.
That didn't stop you from coming up to see him tonight, right? After all this sex conversation.
Well, he said that his parents were gone. And he's telling me what he wants.
This is the definition of a predator.
That he had this cousin relationship.
The very definition.
I've been there.
So that excited you.
I wasn't excited at all.
You wasn't?
Not in the way that you think I was.
How was you excited then?
I was just being friendly.
Being friendly.
I was not sexually excited about a 14-year-old. How in the hell can I be sexually excited personally about a 14-year-old?
I don't know. You tell me.
I can't be.
That's why you carry on these conversations with them.
Well, it was an online conversation, and I just seen it as I see that differently.
You see no harm in it.
What a fucking
I
loser.
didn't see no psychological harm.
Like-
Somebody posed as a 14-year-old.
Knows that he's 14 or 15, as he says, but it's the same thing. But yeah, I mean, he just was having that conversation, and it's like, oh yeah, but I wasn't excited. How could I be excited? He's like, oh yeah, sneak out for a blowjob. Fucking loser.
No. I mean, you see them in there all the time.
That makes it okay.
No.
Why do you talk about it in your chat log?
No.
You talk about it. You talk about doing it. Why do you do that if you've never had sex with her? If you've never had sex and didn't have sex with her, why would you discuss it in your chat log?
Awkward silence.
Because you had intentions.
Anything else?
Are you willing to sign a consent to search your
Alright, that's pretty much the end
any
here.
property that's in the vehicle?
He just basically signs the paper. Doesn't stab himself like Jeff Stacy does, but he does sign the same stuff here. I do like this part though, where he takes the picture of him. Right here, like he definitely has a. There's like a little bit of a smirk right there as he's taking it. Like, yeah, fuck yeah, they're putting this guy away. He's taking some glee out of getting him, out of taking his picture right here, and then at the very end, when they're all wrapped up here, he says, "Oh yeah, what's gonna happen to me? You're gonna go down to the jail. You're gonna be in jail all weekend. You're gonna set a bond." And that's what disappoints him the most, is that he's losing his weekend. Like, you didn't want to do it, man. You didn't have to do it. Nobody forced you to do it, dude. And then right here at the very end, when they're wrapping up, he gets one more final line in here.
You think you could convince a jury that you didn't come up here to have sex with that 14-year-old after showing them these chat logs and stuff?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's sticking to his guns to the very end. Oh, it's great. After all this damning evidence that we have in front of you, you think that you can convince them? Absolutely. It's gonna take one hell of a story to do that, man. Because this story didn't do it. But you think you have another story that you can. Okay, that's interesting.
I don't think so. Okay.
That may be. I just know what my intentions were.
I said, my key word here is, do you think that you can convince a jury? You can't convince me.
What does your religion say about homosexuality?
I'm with him.
He's already, so they completely fucked over this guy. They already fucked over it. They're just throwing salt into the wounds there. That's fucking great. And Ken's all sad and upset. Oh, poor guy. Fucking piece of shit. Alright, that's basically it. That'll do it. You know, he gets into the same booking process as everybody else, but yeah, pretty interesting. I like this part. This is a bit of irony right here, actually. Did we pass it here? Yeah, I think we already passed it. He's got a, it's a bit ironic. See you in a sec. Fucking scumbag. Ah, what? Where is the part? Oh, okay, it's coming up still? Where is it? Yeah, okay, so here it is. He's got a fucking tattoo of a tiger on his shoulder. Definition of irony right here. The boy he was chatting with, his name was Rocky, and the hit song from that film, Eye of the Tiger. That is some good irony right there. Fucking, why do you have that? That is ridiculous. That is absolutely ridiculous. Oh, man. Okay, I'm fucking done. That'll do it. So, I hope you enjoyed. Until next time, see you guys later.